Welcome to Tobing Tuesdays. We are obviously here. Ooh, hang on. We are here playing some Cattails Wildwood story. On to continuing Rigby and our little story. So let's go. Is there more mail? Ooh, more mail. Greetings, Rigby. Dr. Krampy here. I don't know if you've noticed, but it started snowing recently. It's gotten quite cold, which increases the chance of you catching a dangerous sickness. Sorry. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that a little quieter. Okay, there we go. That should be better. I've attached something to help keep your health in mind this winter season. Warmest regards, Krampy. Thanks, Krampy. It's still 5:10 a.m., so Krampy is asleep, which is, reasonable. You know. Let's see. Oh, it's just how to do it. Okay. Let's see. Do I have plant food? Of one. Okay, but I know I can't really use the void marrow for much. Oh, whoops. Okay, well. So let me hold that. Put that away. Put both of those away. Oh wait, I don't have the headlamp on right now. Just grab over here. There we go. And then I do need to eat something. There we go. Okay. So I don't think there's any more prey for right now. Beetle. Okay. lizard. I mean, you don't owe me anything. I would think it'd be really weird. Just be like, no, I don't know where your cardinal is, just to steal it. Like, if I want a cardinal, I'll slowly but surely hunt one down. I'm not gonna steal from my own people. Like, that's just such crap. So. Oh, oops. Oops. I don't have anything for healing. Okay. Yeah. And on that note, we are gonna fast travel back to the base. And we'll go over to Krampy. Cute. Just heal me fully, that's fine. And I'm trying to remember. Ooh, I could probably just grab that daisy that I have in storage. So. Like, how do you... Okay, but where's the corner? Alabaster. Where's my... Oh, you're very special. Did you know that your house is probably bigger than mine? Oh my god, they have like, that's so cute. Oh, wait, no, I put the thing back. Of course I fight Talon, and then I forget the thing. Cool, cool, cool. Really love that for me. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Okay. And then because it is Talon's birthday, and I also need to eat. I'm gonna look over here real quick. He likes the adders, so I'm gonna take one. And I need to eat some food. Yay! Okay. Now I need to consume. Yeah, okay. That's better. Hey, Panda. And just for that, Oh, hello. Hey, Rocket. How are you? Not too bad. There was we homeschool, and there was apparently like a field trip day to go see a one of our major cities basketball teams play, and my kiddo has never seen a basketball game, and so we spent 4 hours hanging out with one of our co-ops and watching a basketball game, and that took up the majority of our day. Also, so Rocket, I know it's been a long time, but I'm also, you might know me better as Sister Epi. I used to do Epi After Dark before starting my own thing. So, yeah, if my voice is a little off, it's partially because I spent 4 hours yelling at a basketball game to make my kiddo happy. So, what are you doing, Phantom? Okay. Yeah, it's me. It's been a long time, but but it's partly because. Aw, thanks. I try. It's more just so it's more like I put way too much on my plate at a time. So we are in 3 co-ops. One meets twice a week, one meets once a week, and then the other one meets kind of as ability or as able to. And so we today was kind of a one-off because it was we have one that's strictly a social co-op, so we go on like field trips around the major cities in our area. But it's usually but it's usually because we're like that one meets on Fridays, but because of scheduling it had to be today. And no, you're fine. I've only been doing this for like maybe 3 weeks, and one of those I had to delete like half my videos because like I was having weird technical issues. So definitely do not think you are a jerk at all. So but yeah, so, and I'm a leader in 2 of those 3 co-ops as well. So sometimes I feel like I'm drowning, but I have a very, very like social tiny human. So like I have to do that stuff or he goes crazy. And I mean, it kind of is what it is, and it's fine. Like, I really do like socializing once you kind of find your people. But like, for an introvert, it is exhausting to socialize that much. So let's make... How much of the food do I have for the plants? 1. Okay. So take that. Oh, that's really funny. I've been told that I'm apparently really, really good for like the European crowd because I stream so late my time. But I'm like, I literally have a tiny human. I can't stream earlier because otherwise he will be in the background of every single video and I will never hear the end of it. So Aw. Well, hopefully the dopamine rush stays long enough to do that. need my golden seal. There we go. We can store those. I want to keep those. Well, I will not take it as being stuck. I will take it as I am honored that you would spend time vibing. Like, there are so many people out there, so I super appreciate, honestly, like anyone who wants to just vibe and hang out and have cool vibes and chill vibes. Like, I will never say no to that. I'm thinking I'm gonna try. We'll see how well it goes, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do the final, like, northern thing I have to do. Also, beetle. It has been murdered now. Mwahahaha. So what all do y'all have going on today? Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Oh no. Okay, so are you planning, like, when you say planning something crazy, like, what does that mean? Because, like, you could think it's crazy, but, like, maybe it's not crazy. Or maybe it is crazy. Like, there's... There we go. Ooh, that'll be fun. Scary, definitely, but fun. You've totally got this, though. I will provide the hype. I need to look at... No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I have to go up one more and over one. Oops. Okay, now I'm not missing anything. Oh god, it's more lava. I'm slowly worried about lava jumping. Oops. Hey! Stupid bat trying to set me on fire. Okay. Well, yeah, don't text girls at 6 a.m. That's like a terrible idea. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Now, this is obviously, I'm more of a night person, but like, I don't wake up and like want to talk to people. Okay, I wake up early because I have a tiny human, but like, I don't respond to people's text messages until like 10:30 in the morning because I'm like, I can't social. There's one person I will message before that, and it's because she and I will hold each other accountable for, like, we both take meds. And so it's like, med check, have you taken yours yet? And like, I've gotten better about taking mine because then I check in with her. But I'm like, I don't I feel really bad, but even like with my kiddo, I'm like, I love you, but like until I have coffee in my system, you're a lot. Like, I love you. Don't like, don't be mad, but also like, you have too much energy for me to function with you. Also, anger. It burns within me like a furnace. It bellows forth in great rivers of flame. I rage at the injustices of the world. My fate is undeserved. Okay. He's giving, like, oh, what is it? Edgelord vibes? Like, I swear. Oops. You need to die. Boop. Thanks. It's these stupid things again. Oops. I don't even, like, know how to fight these things. I should probably look it up, actually. That would be, like, helpful. I don't even know what kind of beetles these are. Hang on. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking up how to fight them, by the way. Okay. Well, hopefully you don't... Hopefully that doesn't happen. But also... Okay. Ooh, okay. Ah, okay, so you're kind of like deserving of the murder is what I'm hearing. No, fudge. It would help if I could press the correct buttons. Okay, no one likes to be rickrolled. Like, let's be honest. I'm not gonna take it back. Now, could it be that I am partially biased because I am not using my own Steam wish list, but I'm using my significant other so that I can take advantage of his games? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Shield down. Why are you not affected by the... Ooh, okay. Pounce on you and then run away. This is a fun game of try not to die. Whee! I'm totally going to die. It's fine. Ba-doo. Inventory. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna run out of this way sooner than I should. Yeah, I don't even think I can sneak up on you anymore. Ooh. Okay. Okay, well this is, okay. So I need you to understand that, like, this is the second time I'm trying this part of the temple because I did not do well last time. You know, you see me. You can totally get me. Boop. Or we just loophole the game. You're gonna... Yeah, come back here. Boop, boop. That's true. You were not here last time, Rocket. No, come here. Okay, hang on. Does the other one still remember I'm here? It doesn't. Rawr. Yes. Okay, did I actually... Oh, God. I'm gonna have to do this 2 more times? That's shenanigans. Well, crap. Run away. Run away. Run away. Oof, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't even, like... I haven't even made it to the boss yet. Like, this is not good. That's fine. We'll just... No! Bad bug! Don't poison me. Yeah, come back here. Okay. Yay! Rawr! I wasn't trying to make you come running. Like, please don't leave your stove unattended. That's dangerous. But rawr. Alright, cool. Well, I figured out how to cheat the system a little bit, I guess. Yeah, come get me. Boop, 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 boop. Because they can't go farther than that part of the hallway. Oh, except I get too close. I shouldn't do that. Rar takes... Okay, but not burning your house down should also take priority. Like, let me just throw that out there. Yeah, come back. Boo-doo. Technically... No. Oh, okay. But maybe don't burn other people's houses, because that's called arson, and that will get you prison time. Okay, so there's at least one more. There it is. Okay. Run away! Run away! Okay, but... Oh, no. I'm making terrible life decisions. I'm making terrible life decisions. Come get me. Thanks. No, come back. Excuse you. Thanks. Yeah. Don't think you can outwit me at my own cheaty game. Because I'm gonna die if I don't get rid of you soon. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna, really quick, we're gonna eat those. Oof. Okay. Also, we're gonna save before... Because I don't think it's gonna make me do that again, but I'm never sure. Also, geyser, because I just now realized that it does sound rar, but like, I need you to understand that now I would be implicated in the burning of this house, and like, I don't necessarily condone burning down other people's houses. Like, violence is not necessarily the answer that we should be going for. Just throwing that out there. Oh god, it's the freaking slimes. Oh my god, that was just terrible, because I mean, it is right now, though, because I can't win the game if I don't violence. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. You right. Violence is not the answer. It is the question, and the answer is yes! Rawr. Rawr. No. I wonder if... I don't think slime gets affected by lava, which seems kind of shenanigan-y, in my opinion. Rawr. Also, in case you haven't seen them yet, they should be... Yeah, they should be up. I made stickers! I made stickers! No! Why does that... Slime should be affected by heat, okay? If you've ever put Jell-O in the microwave, it makes itself liquidy, and then it melts. You would think... You would think that Jello and lava would kill it. Yes? Yes. I'm really bothered now that that's not the case. Okay, but do these look like lava slimes? No, they're boring gray sad slimes. They're not even like gelatinous cubes. Yeah, come attack me, please. Thanks. Rawr. Oh, how many more do I have? Oh god, I have 2 more rounds? Well, these are easier than the freaking beetles were, so I'll take it, I guess. Oops. Yay, button spamming. Okay, valid. I'm just saying that if Jello melts, slime should too. That's all I'm saying. Yeep. I am an aggressive kitten. Brawr. No, you die. Haha. Oh god. I don't want to be here. Thanks. Okay, but I guess so then like gelatinous cubes in D&D, I really should look them up. I want to make one. I want to crochet one really bad. I found a really cute one, but I can't tell if it's like what is Jello but bioenergy for your system? I just okay. We're gonna heal her quick. Whoops. Remember to actually press the correct buttons. Hooray! Now let's read his depressing story. I put forth my power to locate those who live in comfort far away from here. In happy woodlands and meadows, I found them. I will shatter their illusions of peace. All must suffer as I have suffered. Okay, yeah, no, edgelord boy needs to chill out. The slime consumes the jello to survive. It's jello squared, therefore no melt. They do them. I mean, I guess they're... I guess? Oh, that's a really small bar. Okay. That. You look aggressive. Okay. In hatred, I tore down their sacred place. A great earthquake I summoned to shake their resolve. Their guardian will feel now as I have felt. And yet, I am still void. The anger does not fade. The fire will not die. It's almost like revenge. As, like, sweet as it can be, can also not actually make you feel better because you're not solving your internal problems. This is why we go to therapy. 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 Okay, so... as of right now, there are no other... Oh, good. The Healy box. Which is a good time to save your progress. Oh, hi, Bat. I didn't see you there. I should have. I didn't, but I should have. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. We're gonna fight him again. You come to challenge me? It amuses me that you still do not understand. It was I who summoned the power to destroy your old home. It was I who brought ruin upon your people and upon your lands. Yes, go to bed, Panda. Thank you so much for vibing vibing with me for a little bit. Also, I think I told you this fun fact already. But pandas actually have a digestive system that is designed for carnivores. But essentially, because of their environment, they use the bamboo, but they have to eat so much of it because their systems are not designed to eat as much plant as they do. So fun fact time. But do get some sleep. What a tragic twist of fate that you ended up here in the Wildwood in my dominion. I wish it were not so. I am destruction. Hey, video! Welcome to Toby Tuesday. I'm finally going after the boss for the 4th time, and I've made it farther this time than I did last time, so whee! I am enraged, yet you still believe that you stand a chance against my might. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. That's okay. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. It's fine. You get some rest, Panda. You have a good day at work video. Alright. If I cannot be content with my lot, why should you be allowed to live in peace? Why should anyone? This is like super edgelord. I can't. I can't. This is so like, it's sad. I feel for this mysterious creature that has not given me his name. Sounds good. Rawr! It angers me to think upon it. Of course it does. Because you just big mad. It's okay. Oh, you're like a alligator with wings? I will strike your name from history. In time, none shall remember you, Rigby. They shall forget you as they have forgotten me. No one's forgotten you, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this. Oh, okay. Well. Oop. Oh, there's fire. I just have to dodge right now. Okay, got it. Dodging skills are not the greatest. Dodging skills are not the greatest. We're gonna try to not be burned alive. Haha. Oops, no. Rawr. The problem is, like, I really enjoyed, like, that part. I know it sounds really silly, and I like doing the voices, but I can't tell how much of that is just because I read to my kiddo a lot, and so, like, I try to do the voices for those, and especially because we read, like, books where there's a lot of characters. Ah! Okay, hang on. Why do you have so many fireballs? This is shenanigans. I'm gonna just smack you in the face a bit. How does that sound? No, stop. Stop blowing me away. I just want to ruin your life. It's fine. Oh god, now there's more. Oops. There's too many things to dodge now. I can't. I would be a terrible air traffic controlman. There we go. Okay. No, it cannot be. Okay, cool. I was getting a little worried. I was gonna have 5 fireballs. It was not gonna go well. Well, first we're gonna go visit Krampy. Because Krampy keeps me safe. Okay. What's the best way to do that? I'm literally dead center either way, so probably this way. Yeah, and unfortunately, like, I felt really, really bad, but, like, with her... Because we had, originally we were doing it at night because that's when I could, and she just, especially with like the health stuff that kind of flared up, she was like, I just can't do nights anymore. And I'm like, that's literally the only time I can do stuff because of my small human. So we actually hung out on Monday, which was really, really nice. Which was yesterday, I guess. I have no concept of time, and it's okay. Yeah, okay, but they have to, like, I've seen, like, air traffic controller simulators, and, like, the amount of stuff that they have to, like, pay attention to keep everyone safe, like, that's just too much pressure, man. I couldn't do it. There are actually, like, an obscene amount of jobs where I'm like, I don't know how y'all do this. I couldn't. I mean, that would potentially be fun. Just all the pilots have to get out, and they play a round of dodgeball, and then, depending on how good you are, determines whose airplanes get to leave on time. You're punished if your pilot isn't better at dodgeball. That would actually be kind of epic, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be annoying AF when you're trying to get places, but it would be pretty funny. Alright, Krampy. I need healing, please. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much. Thanks. Alright, now I have to go tell everyone that I've cleared another temple. I don't know what I'm supposed to do after this, but all the temples have been cleared, unless there's a secret one I haven't seen yet. Alright. There we go. You have returned from the Dark Ruins in the West Meadow region, and your report is most troubling, Rigby. Are you certain of the facts of which you have shared? No, I'm lying to you, Giant Forest Guardian. That monster destroyed our home. They are the cause of the destruction of the first temple before we came here to the Wildwood. How could anyone commit such an evil deed? We must put a stop to the wickedness of our enemy. Yes, it is alarming indeed that our enemy is so powerful, and there can be no doubt that their actions are wicked. But note, Rigby and Coco, that we have learned something of great value about our foe. Yet he's depressed and he needs muds. Upon moving here to the Wildwood, we were threatened through your dreams unless we moved on immediately. Does this not imply that our foe did not expect us to come here? The short-sightedness of our adversary is the very thing that brought us to their doorstep. That would be, right? That would be lit. Like, y'all have to fight in the terminal so you can use, like, the chairs and stuff as, like, blockades and stuff. Like, I'm down. I feel like they need to have, like, more things for people to do. And, like, I realize that, like, our society is very much one that's, like, everyone uses, like, a phone and everyone does, like, XYZ. But, like, I feel like there needs to be, like, rage rooms that are securely monitored, but, like, rage rooms for people who have, like, missed flights or people who just have a lot of aggression, so they don't take it out on, like, the pilots and, like, the stewardesses and stewards. And then I think they also should have, like, game rooms and stuff where it's like, yeah, there's restaurants, but have you been to the pickleball, like, the pickleball court that's in Terminal B? Like, that would be awesome. It seems that our enemy has a marked lack of foresight. Their actions speak of spite, not strategy. Well, it doesn't even have to be boys. Do you know how many moms would just love to lob something at someone? Because, like, a lot of us have repressed emotions, and especially, like, parents that are, like, in my generation, I feel like we do a lot of, like, we have to emotionally regulate so that our tiny humans can emotionally regulate. And, like, I don't have enough spoons to regulate both myself and another. Like, I have enough spoons to regulate him, and I only have one. Like, parents who do this with multiples are, like, astounding, and I could not be in more awe. But I'm just saying that, like, would I be mad if I got to throw things at someone because I'm trying to control my own emotions all the time and it's exhausting, and sometimes you just want to chuck something at someone? No, because we don't want the consequences of those actions. We just want the actions. So oh goodness. Our rival was jealous of what we had, nothing more. Perhaps we can use their poor planning against them. I'm sure we can. Yes, it is so. I do not believe in coincidence. I knew in my spirit that we were meant to come here. Did I not say so from the start? It is our destiny to deal with this enemy and make safe the Wildwood once more. We must work diligently to remove the stain of their corruption from the region. Let us continue to work towards that noble goal. Okay. Yes, ma'am. But now what do I do? You have done admirably, Rigby. All 4 dark ruins have been purified of their corruption. The surface of the Wildwood is now free of their evil influence. Now that these ruins are places of light once more, a change has occurred in the cosmic realm. More strongly than ever, I can sense the mind of our enemy. There can be no doubt that the shapeshifter you have repeatedly encountered is in fact the Wildwood Champion, a great spirit that was once the guardian of these lands. Troubling as it is for one so powerful to be brought to darkness and doubt, this fallen spirit must answer for their actions once and for all. Deep within their darkest sanctum, the Wildwood Champion broods. I now perceive where they are hiding. It's here? Oh. Okay. The Wildwood Champion hides themselves within their forgotten temple of old, sunk deep below the earth by a spell of concealment. Now that the 4 dark ruins have been reverted to their former state, the sorcery that holds us at bay has begun to weaken. I can now open a path to the temple of the Wildwood Champion. Strange though it may seem, this evil lair can be found directly below my own temple, an irony that is no doubt not lost on the Wildwood Champion. Merely another omen that proves that we were destined to come here. I will hold the passageway so you may enter the Temple of Wildwood Champion. You must journey down the stairs and enter that abysmal place. Gather what strength you may, our adversary will not be able to run this time. Like a cornered animal, you may find that they fight with a newfound ferocity. I mean, Epi and I were meant to be friends, I feel. And I think it's because we're both, like, very, very creative that we like doing the voices to things. I feel like, and it's super weird, I feel like it's way easier to do the voices for characters that have already been written. Like, I really, really struggle doing voices for, like, my D&D characters. I always have. But, like, storytelling, this is basically, like, a mix of, like, a visual novel and, like, I don't know, it's just like that and like a little bit of combat. It's nothing like major. But because it's like written out and everything has to be read, like it's easier for me to like imagine what they sound like, if that makes sense. It saddens me to think that one of my kind could become so destructive, Rigby. If you see any way, please help the Wildwood Champion to see the truth. If not, then they have sealed their own fate. The Wildwood will be better off without their further interference. We are all counting on you. Go, Rigby, and confront the Wildwood Champion to bring lasting peace to the Wildwood in any way you can. I trust that you will do what you must. Okay, but I'm not doing that now. Did you see how I have literally, like, no more golden seal, and it's the middle of winter, so I can't just, like, find it? I'm not... I will combat that eventually. It's fine. I'll do it soon-ish. Alright, Talon. What's going on with... you don't tell me what to do, Talon. Let's see. So... we'll collect its resources. And then... I'm not gonna walk away with anything, bro. Okay. So, cultivation. Okay. How do you... Okay, this is probably a really dumb question, and I also don't need that right now. No, I did not want to pause my game. Don't do that. Thanks. Can I just, like... No. Okay, so I can't do it with that. Oops. So yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy it, and I think it's... Oops. Okay, y'all are grabbing resources. Oops. Why? Okay. I got comfy in my chair apparently, and that means I'm hitting my keyboard more often. Okay. I wonder if the only way to collect wood... You would think it would be something I could get on my own though. Oh, okay. So I can't get it myself, but I can. Okay, well, if it's that easy, what do I need to be able to make it though? Okay, so it has to be licorice. I don't think I use licorice for anything. So, gravel. Because I think if I can expand out the barracks... Store those. Also store those. Hi, Bob. I know it's chilly, dude. Well now, how you doing, Rigby? I would enjoy a friendly chat today. Not much has been going on in my life. I've just been taking it a day at a time. That's always been my policy. Put one paw down and then the next. Ain't worth the trouble to look too far ahead. That's valid. Wait, Talon, where did you leave? Are you vibing with Krampy? Because I would totally go vibe with Krampy too if you would let me. Yeah, hi Talon. Okay, yeah, I do. But it's because I want to donate stuff. So donate those. I don't want to donate the golden seal. I can donate all the blueberries, that's fine. They're gross. Cool. Okay. Hooray! I have... What does that do? Interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay. So... Wait, does that mean I have another squad I can do stuff with? Yes, so I have one available squad. I have a squad there. Why do I only have one with wood? Yeah, send them there so that they can get more wood. Alright. So, hi Dad. Why are you? Yeah. Okay, so Jag is still very hurt, which is, you know, valid. Hi, champ. I've never lost a battle. I never will. I am too tough. I may be young, but I've seen a thing or two. I can handle pretty much anything. Okay, champ. You have a name like champ. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, so... What are the beetles for? A shovel launcher? What would you use a shovel launcher for? Like... I mean, obviously to launch shovels. If you put in chat that you would use a shovel launcher to launch shovels, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be like, bruh. Okay, so if I'm gonna look up what a shovel launcher looks like, should I... Ooh, he loves beetles. Okay. Like, would I just look up shovel launcher? Like, I just... Okay, my search history is already weird, mostly because I look up random things. You like beetles. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Can I give Krampy another gift? Oh, no. I can only gift you one at a time? That's valid. So what if I just take all the bats? So those can all get donated. I have so many bats. Why do I have so many bats? Yeah, that's fine. I found a shovel. Okay, is Talon by his house again? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna donate all my bats. Here. All of them. Donate all 18 bats. I don't need them. Oh goodness, okay. Okay, valid. Very valid. Oh goodness, okay. That's pretty amazing actually. That just feels like, okay. That just feels like someone got really bored one day and that's just what they did. Is that really Zephyr? I can't believe it. I'm such a huge fan. Do you think Zephyr would sign my paw? I'm going to ask. I mean, it really is. There's no need to shove. Everyone will get a chance to speak with the incomparable Zephyr. I make time for all of my adoring fans. You cannot help it if you find yourself drawn to such perfection. I understand. And what is this? Even the mighty Rigby cannot resist my allure, it would seem. Dude, I'm literally trying to romance Krampy. I don't want to be with you, Zephyr. Okay, but why did... Okay, but like, why does your neighbor need a shovel launched at them? Just... I mean, I know we're not all like besties with our neighbors, but I feel like that's just you losing a shovel. And you're giving them a shovel. What if they use it to tunnel underneath your house to create, like, a foundation issue? And then your house slowly sinks because you gave them the shovel to ruin your foundation. Make way, make way. I don't wanna. Did you perhaps bring something for me to sign, Rigby? Yeah, there you go. Because otherwise you're gonna hate me. It's fine. Wonderful. Here you are then. Just what you were looking for. You've received an item. Autograph was added to your inventory. Okay. That's the sewer crocodile. Why are you flushing crocodiles down your toilet? One of the many perks of being the lady. You get to skip the line. I am glad you came to join the party. Are there any two cats as famous and fabulous as the two of us? Now, you must excuse me. I must give the rest of my fans a portion of my time. Do come and see me again, however. I will always make time for you, Rigby. Okay. He's a little too full of himself. And again, like, it's cool. I'm glad I'm building connections with the cats in my territory. But also, why can I not? What? Oh, okay. So you didn't add to him. You just... There we go. Oh, dang it. I got distracted. It wasn't a matter of getting closer. It was that I was distracted by sewer crocodiles. Nothing says cozy RPG game like sewer crocodiles. Okay, so then, like, do you feed him? Do you flush other things down the toilet? Like, I don't know, fish? Or does he live on, like, pizza and radioactive material? Also, I cannot imagine trying to flush an entire pizza down a toilet. Let me just throw that out there. I'm doing. I'm just cutting grass now. The Wildwood is too wild. I must make it slightly more tame. Gotcha. I'm gonna go hunt that squirrel. Got it. Okay. Okay, but he wouldn't need a charger if he has batteries, unless it's a reusable battery. But like a rechargeable sewer crocodile. If he doesn't get charged, he just sits there vacantly until someone drops more batteries down. Honestly, like, I feel like that's perfect for the way that my brain functions anyway. Like, I too am chaotic and weird. Okay, so unrelated, but kind of related. So the reason I know the random fact about pandas is because my significant other and I have been watching Beastars, and it's funny because, like, we're at an episode where an herbivore eats meat, and I was very, like, confused. So I, like, looked it up, and, like, yes, fun fact, deer can, in fact, eat meat. They're not gonna hunt it, but they are opportunists. So if, like, there's scarcity or something like that, they will absolutely eat meat as a way to survive, which I was not anticipating. That's also... There's a panda character in there, too, that I was like... They mentioned something about their digestive systems, and I got really confused. And so I looked it up, because I was curious. And it's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't either, until literally, like, an hour ago. I also... And this should give you, like, some insight to the kind of person I am. I'm also the person that you mention any kind of weird fact or anything that, like, doesn't sound right. I will absolutely be the one to fact check you, and I will do it quickly without trying to be rude. So, like, in the case of the deer thing, we were literally in the middle of the episode, and I, like, looked it up really fast. And I mean, I'm down. And my significant other straight up looked at me and was like, "Did you already look that up?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it." So I know that I have heard that. I do not know it as an... Oh, hey, I haven't eaten. Hang on. Hey, look, it's me again. I'm taking damage because I'm forgetting to eat. But yeah, so I feel like I've seen that before. So technically, yes, there are some species that do. However, it is actually called cloacal respiration. So they really only do it when they are doing brumation or their version of hibernation underwater. And it's because they have tissues in their cloaca that help them remove the oxygen from the water. They don't do it, like, during the day in terms of, like, when they're not in brumation. They will do it to survive, essentially, situations where they are cold and, like, not active. They cannot do it, and they will not do it when they are trying to be active, or, like, trying to escape things. It's really only meant as a survival tool for when they are just... It's too cold for them to be active. And now I know something about turtles. And that'll probably be a fact that I will unintentionally tell multiple people now, because it's the one thing that I will hyper-focus on for a while. Yeah. I'm telling you, like, I am the person that I will look it up. I'll make sure that my sources are, like, accurate. But then, I mean, I'm not opposed to learning stuff. I'll also do it when, like, we're watching shows and, like, I'm like, where do I know this person from? So I'll, like, look up their IMDb and I'll, like, look them up other places. And I'm like, where have I seen you before? Honestly, I think it's one of the things too, though, that like makes homeschooling my kiddo really, really easy because he is full of questions. Like, we've had to at sometimes been like, hey, bud, I want to answer all of your questions, but like, you are like rocketing them out of your mouth faster than I can give you answers for. But I've learned stuff from looking stuff up for him, and I'm like, oh, like today, I knew basically nothing about basketball. You want to know who now knows a weirdly large amount about basketball? Me. Soccer was my sport, and it was basically our first basketball game. It was my first basketball game ever, and like his first basketball game ever, which sounds mildly insane, but yeah, I learned that the referees, when there's like a foul call that's being challenged, apparently the referees that stand at like the 3 points, so like the middle and then like the top of each of the 3-point lines, they are there specifically in case things get heated and to make sure that like people aren't trying to like fraternize with the other team or mess with the court at all. And I was like, I'm just curious why that's there. And then I told my kiddo, and he was like, oh, mama, that's so cool. And I'm like, I'm glad you think so, because, like, most people would not. Alright. So... Okay, Buttercup, you're so shy. I don't want to talk to you, Zephyr. You have a weird... Hey, Paladin! What is that? Oh, it's my hastily scribbled autograph from Zephyr. Huh. That's so weird. Okay. I can go there. I was gonna say, like, I've had people vibing since I started, which has been really nice. I'm sorry that your Twitch is doing weird stuff, though. That always sucks. I mean, I clearly get it, so... Okay. So, we'll go ahead and sleep for now. And then... So, why don't you go get ready now? Because if you're anything like me, when you start to feel stressed, it makes everything like way worse. I'm one of those where I would rather get ready and then have the extra time in case something happens. I don't have enough for any of those. So if you get ready now, then you'll have the extra time if you need it. Right? Rushing just, like, kickstarts my anxiety, and then I'm like, I can't. Okay, but, like, are you dressed? Are you ready to go? Are you... So I'm gonna get the 2 sets of those. I mean, it's up to you. I just know that for me, like, if I feel even remotely rushed, I automatically, like, start getting, like, weird panic about it. But that's just me. You do you. Oh, so you still give yourself, like, 30 minutes. Okay, that's not so bad. I was thinking, like, you have to leave in, like, 20 minutes, and you're like, do I rush at the 20-minute mark, or do I... I don't know. To be fair, I'm also probably not, like, your best person to ask, mostly because I am the person that will... So, this morning, for example, we had to be at the event center at 9:15. It's a 25-minute drive from my house if there is no traffic. However, I was anticipating potential traffic and potential accidents because people drive like they're crazy here. And then I anticipated that we were going to have to find parking and we were going to have to walk, which gave me like a 20-minute, like, I probably calculated for 15 minutes and it wasn't going to take us that long. But so I'm like, okay, we have to be there at 9:15. It's going to take us at least 15 minutes to get there, like to walk to the venue. And then it's going to take 20 minutes or 25, 30 minutes to drive there. So I'm going to account for 30. And so we're going to leave at least 45 minutes before we have to be there. And then, but then I'm like, okay, so that means that in order to make sure that kiddo is ready. Yeah, I get that. My ex was military and he told me all about that. And that you learn to be able to eat in like 2 minutes. And I'm like, that is not good for your digestive system. But, you know. And I'm like, okay, so I have to give him breakfast. And he needs to definitely eat because if he doesn't, he's going to be grumpy. And I need to make sure I have enough time to make myself coffee so that I am not grumpy. And then... But I have boarding dogs at my house right now, so I have to be able to juggle them and my dogs. See, and that, like, that's fair. I think I remember him saying at one point, though, it was like, they're like, sometimes when you're on, like, deployments and stuff, they're just like, you gotta go, like, now. And I'm like, oh, that's stressful. I'm over here with my kiddo who takes an hour and a half to eat a meal, unless he's starving, and then it takes him like 3 minutes, and then he wants like 3 more plates worth of food. Yay, children. He's also kind of a black hole, so like I love him, but like I don't have to, I choose to do like food prep for him. I mean, he absolutely is, and, like, he's super active, like, I'm not worried about him, but, like, we do, like, I have to make, like, yogurt parfaits for him that have, like, added, like, chia seeds in them, because otherwise he's not getting enough fiber, and we hand make our own granola, so I know exactly what's in it, and there's not extra sugar, and I make applesauce, but I blend, like, carrots into it, so that he's getting veggies that way. And, like, he loves it. And then I make him lunch boxes. So he has, like, extra food. When I'm like, I don't really want to make a whole nother lunch for you. So just grab one of the boxes that's in there that's basically a second lunch. Because I don't want to do it again. And he's slowly getting better about, like, veggies and stuff. They're not his favorite, but I'm finding ways to cook them that he'll eat them. And, like, he devours... I go through, like, 3 cans of black olives a week, because that's, like, his favorite. No, you're not a crow. I need a crow and I don't know when to find them. And I'll still take you. You're still good, just not what I wanted. There we go. Where's that other prey? You're down here. So much prey. It's winter. Y'all are not supposed to all be out at once. Okay, well, that's fine. There's another. Ooh. That's fine. Oops. That was me just not paying attention. Oh well. And then yeah, we have him. two of our homeschool like social days. I say social. One of our co-ops is like entirely nature based, so we do park days and nature walks. So he gets out of the house multiple times a week. And then one is a social co-op. And so we do like field trips. And then I'm trying to think. So like, and then I have him in gymnastics. So he does gymnastics once a week as well. So like, he's definitely active. I have to convince him that his bed is not a tumble mat though. So he should like maybe not try to do gymnastics on his bed. Did I just find? I did. Okay, good. Because I need more of that. Actually, I wonder. There's that one. Is that the only other one here? Yes, but it is one that I needed. Pretty sure. No problems. I'm trying to still find the crow. So I wonder. Are they always there? Are they only there? Okay, well, don't overthink things. I will tell you what I would tell my kiddo if he was in kind of the same situation, which hopefully is not for quite a few years. The worst thing that happens is that she says no. The second worst thing is she says yes, you guys hang out, and then it becomes a no, right? Like, it is okay if it doesn't work out. And that's hard because we're so taught. It's cool. I'll just vibe in the background. I'm glad to know that my voice is like vibe worthy. What is this? Okay. Oh yeah, no, you're good. Honestly, I'll probably stop streaming in about 30 minutes anyway, so that's fine. But again, the worst thing that happens is that that's false. Ooh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Tabbies are known for splotcher. Oh, wait, no. Tabbies are known for stripes? They are upset. Hooray! I know things about cats. Okay, so as also being someone in the neurodivergent community and suspected autism, I have not been diagnosed, and I'm all for getting diagnosed when you can. But I do a lot of things that like would not surprise me if I fall into that. I don't think you're going to be able to hide it anyway without it being a really, really big deal, right? Like, I'm not saying like you should go, hi, I'm Rocket and I have autism. Like, that's probably not like the way I would go about it, but I would do the like, let's vibe, let's hang out. And then when it's the like, tell me about yourself, I mean, depending on how honest you want to be about it, you can absolutely just be like, hey, I fall on the neurodiverse scale. And so if you know that there are things that like are going to become a problem for communication, let's say that, then being honest about that is a really good idea because it can help prevent a lot of like miscommunications. I actually did that with one of my besties. She got a very, very late autism diagnosis. And so she had misunderstood something I said, and this was before we talked about it. And I was like, okay, well, what can I do to make it easier? What can I do to make it easier so that something like this doesn't happen again? And she was like, well, if you explain things in a way, because like her thing is, I am notorious for going, if you want to join, if you don't have to. And in her head, it's if I'm offering the out, then that's me telling her I don't want her involved. And that's definitely not where I'm coming from. I'm very much like, do what works for you and do what makes you happy. And I just don't want you to feel pressured either way. And so we had to have like a conversation about that where it's like, I now know that if I want her involved or included in something, I'll go, I would love it if you would come. Because as long as I do that, or I would love it if you would like message me. Because that way I'm letting her know that I do want her involved. And so depending on how upfront you want to be about your diagnosis, I have found that masking is going to make everything 100 times harder. Okay. So then just go, if like, say you guys go out to eat. Say she says yes and you guys go out to like a meal. At that point, like, honestly, stick to safe foods. Stick to safe foods. It is okay to pick a place that you are comfortable with, right? Like, I'll be honest, I can't go out to eat unless I've had the chance to look at the menu and, like, poured over it and have, like, decided before I even get into the restaurant what I want. Because otherwise I am so stressed out about making, like, the wrong decision, which logically doesn't make sense, right? Okay. So maybe it's y'all don't necessarily go out for food, but like if you drink coffee or tea or smoothies or anything like that, and that is okay if the answer is no. Like, it's okay, but it's also going to be really obvious if y'all go out on a date and you go to eat and you don't touch anything on your plate, you know? Or you go, none of this sounds good. Like, it's one of those where, like, it's going to be really, really hard to mask that without making yourself miserable. And that, in and of itself, can become kind of its whole other thing, you know? So, it may just be y'all hang out and get to know each other. Maybe if it's warm enough wherever you're at, you do, like, a park date where, like, you get to have, like, your mom maybe pre-prep chicken and rice so you can bring that with you, and then she brings her own food. There's no pressure. You guys get to sit out where it's, like, hopefully gorgeous and, like, nice outside, and then that way you guys can still talk, but you're able to bring things that are safe foods for you. And then if she asks about it, you can go, yeah, my mom makes this really good chicken and rice, and it's something that's really safe for me. And that way you're more comfortable. Because if you're so busy, stressed out about everything else going on around you, then you're not going to have a good time. She's not going to have a good time, and nothing good is going to come from it, you know? I am surprisingly good at giving advice. Terrible at taking it, but great at giving it. And I think part of that's because I do think with kind of a neurodivergent brain. I have to communicate with my kiddo who is also very, very neurodivergent. And so because my brain works that way, I am all about accommodations, and I am all about doing what's best for you. And in my opinion, hopefully things work out with this girl and it's great and it's amazing and y'all have, like, the best time. But at the end of the day, like, you can only mask for so long before it becomes obvious. And you don't want to have to do that either, because it does feel like lying, and it feels like you're not being true to who you are. And so I think being as upfront as you are comfortable with, that doesn't mean you have to give her, like, your whole medical history, but just being like, hey, like, this is, if you're comfortable saying, like, I fall on the spectrum, or I fall, like, I'm neurodiverse, like, the people that want to be in your life will be in your life, right? And unfortunately, we can't control that, but we can control how we present ourselves to people. And I'm all about being true to yourself, and that does mean that sometimes it's gonna suck. Good. Okay, so then it comes down to how comfortable you are then, right? It comes down to, sorry, I forgot to play because I started talking. So it really may come down to you guys start by doing it where you are feeling safe and comfortable, but it's like if she asks about, like, what you brought, it's, my mom makes this amazing chicken and rice, and it's one of my safe foods. And that way it's, oh, well, if she knows anything about safe foods, then it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, would you ever be willing to, like, learn how to make it yourself, or that kind of thing? And if she goes, you need safe foods, like, that's a good indicator that it's just not meant to be, and that's okay. Like, don't force yourself to be somewhere where you're not comfortable, you know? And honestly, I'll be honest, a lot of girls appreciate honesty, because it is the worst feeling in the world to feel like you're emotionally investing in something just to find out you've been lied to, you know? So I'm not saying, like, again, you don't have to go into this with, like, your whole medical history and, like, here's my doctor's information, and, like, don't do that. Like, that's a little much on a first date. But at least, like, approaching it kind of, I don't want to say gently, because that sounds like you're trying to tiptoe around it, but, like, that's all my brain can come up with right now, is it's not, if you can kind of test the waters to see how she responds before getting too into it and then being, like, oversharing to a point of, like, it being a problem. Because, like, I'm an oversharer. I will be the first to admit that I am an oversharer. Like, I will give you all of the information. So, and again, worst thing that happens, she says no. Best thing that happens, she says yes, right? I'm telling you, I think it's gotta be like a neurodiverse thing, because we're like, we're so honest that we have a hard time figuring out what's too honest or too much, you know? And then it's, okay, well, now I've overshared. It's either 0 or 100. You don't get that middle ground. So, and again, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know, I feel like everyone will find their person when they're supposed to find their person. I've gotten very, very lucky that, Oates is my partner, and, like, we've been together essentially the entirety of my kiddo's life. But, like, we just had a whole conversation about the fact that, like, and this may be TMI, but, like, my meds make me not want to be as, like, sexually intimate, right? But it's not that I don't love him. It's not that I don't love being with him. But, like, I over, like, explained, like, the entire thought process in my head, and he's like, I need you to understand that, like, my head doesn't do that. And I'm like, I know it doesn't, but mine does. And so now I feel like I have to, like, over explain, like, where my head is at, because I don't want you to feel like you're not loved and appreciated. And he's like, I don't feel that way. And I'm like, good, you shouldn't. But, like, I 100% dominated that conversation, because I'm, like, trying so hard to make sure that I'm understood, that I overshare and overexplain all the time, really. Like, it's a problem. And it's not a problem. It's one of those things where, like, you kind of just have to find what works for you and kind of go from there. Like, I feel like I'm oversharing now, so I'm probably not helping my case in the slightest. And honestly, it might not be a bad idea as well anyway. Like, if this does end up becoming, like, a thing, right? Like, maybe eventually, like, a future date could be that, like, she comes over and I mean, yeah. Oops. And if that, anyone who wants to get close to you will notice those kinds of, like, changes, right? But I would hate for you to go into this and then it take that long, or potentially longer, because you may or may not see this person every day, you know? And then you feel like, oh, fuck, I need to catch that so bad. Oh my god. Yes! Sorry. Yes! I finally got a crow. Okay. I'm feeling way better now. That's all I needed. but it taking longer because you guys aren't seeing each other every day like you are. And then she feels like she's been lied to for however long because she didn't get the chance to notice that necessarily, you know? But again, if things work out, something you guys could potentially do would be like, it's one of those where you're like, well, let me talk to my mom, since my mom knows how to make my safe foods. And maybe we do like a fun little like cooking date where she teaches us how to make one of those safe foods. So then not only are you guys both getting a skill, she's getting a new recipe, and you're comfortable, and then you learn how to make it yourself as well. So that kind of helps potential independence a little bit better too in the future. Just from my experience, I could be totally off, and you can totally tell me to fuck off. But like I would totally do that if it was like, if it were my kiddo, I would be more than willing. And in fact, I do that with him right now. Aw, yay. I'm so glad I could help. That's all I ever want to do. Just help and bring good vibes. Okay, well, I have one more of those. I have one of those. I still need to get the amethysts. But yeah, I mean, that's how I would approach it. And I currently right now am teaching my kiddo how to make foods, because one, the more foods he's kind of around and exposed to, the like more confident he will be as an adult when he gets there. But I'm also helping teach him how to make the things that like are his preferred foods. I don't necessarily want to say safe, because I think with him it's texture, it's a texture thing for him. And so, but with him, it's not. Oh yeah. Of course. I'm glad, like, hopefully I give mom vibes, even if like we're similar-ish ages. But like, I'm totally like, I've been the mom of like my mom group for a long, long time. Like, I'm the mom in any friend group. And so, and it's definitely one of those things too where it's hard. It's hard to talk about that kind of stuff, and it's sometimes hard to even be like honest with ourselves. And I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, and like I said, it can be maybe that's how you guys, if everything works out, that's how you guys do maybe introduce her, or that's how you introduce her if things do work out, where it's like, hey mom, like I started seeing this person, I really like them, and I would also really like to know how to make like the chicken and rice. Like, would you be willing to teach both of us so you get to meet her in like a casual way, well, everyone kind of benefits, and then you guys can like eat as a family after like making the food. So I'm just thinking like from my perspective, like that's what I would hope like my kiddo would do, if that makes sense. And so I am all here for mom vibes for sure. Also, I really love my little witch hat. It still makes me happy. Oops. And again, like I said, worst thing that happens, she says no, or she's not sure how to be in a relationship with someone who's neurodiverse. And then that just is an indicator that she's not your person, and that's okay. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's going to make it easy by any means, but I will absolutely vibe and try to help people as much as possible when I can. Yay! I have more golden seal. And you know you're gonna have to tell me how it goes, right? Like... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, go back. No, I don't remember if he likes that or not. Okay. So I think there's 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Well, and even if it's not like the happiest, best news ever, like I still want to know. Okay, I'm nosy AF, so I still want to know so I can help support you. And I mean, if it works out, then it works out, and if it doesn't, then it's not my business. But I'm also nosy AF, so I want to know how things go. Okay, so my seeds first. I need more plant food, which I have way too... I know I have too much plant food. It's because I made double the amount, so I'd have some for tomorrow. Ooh. So, actually, fun fact, probably not. Mostly because, like, I am also about keeping, like, y'all's privacy. So, I will not share unless you give me permission to share. And even then, half the time my brain doesn't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. So, alright, let me see. Ooh, I don't need that one anymore. I need this one. Okay. Let's take that, because I want to go... Is Krampy still sleeping? No. Where are you? Krampicus. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I barely remember to function. I don't know how to tell you this. My memory is garbage. It's fine. It's fine. Yes! I am max friendship with... Okay, hang on. I think that means I can romance Krampy now. Hang on. We're best friends now, which means I can do... Yes! Okay. Sorry, I've been, like, just slowly trying to romance Krampy this whole time, too. So we're gonna hold that. Oh, have I jinxed it? I hope not. My! Yes! I've started dating Krampy. I've started dating Krampy. I started dating Krampy. Cool. This is a good way to end the night, I think. Alright. I've heard there are greater than 100 species of rose. Can you believe that? Would you mind too terribly if I took this rose to study it for a few days? Oh, wait a minute. I see what is happening here. Are you asking me, Krampy, to court you? I have feelings for you too. Maybe more feelings than I have for leeches. Yes! See, okay, so in my defense, Rocket, so I definitely have ADHD, which means that, like, for some reason, if I start on one train of thought, I will immediately, like, if I jump to another one, it's like I have a really hard time coming back to the first one. And then the medication I take for my anxiety and my depression, yeah, you stole my memory space, but, like, how could you? But, like, I also get brain fog as a side effect for one of my meds, and so, like, I can be in the middle of a sentence and literally forget what I was talking about. That's not fair. I feel like you should be nice, and, like, I just need, like, a little bit more memory space. I don't need, like, since the age of 3 memory space. Like, that's too much memory space. I don't need that level of an upgrade. But also... Alright. You have stirred my cold, scientific heart to leap with joy. This relationship shall be the greatest experiment I ever conduct. Yes! I'm so excited! Okay, well, I guess that's fair. I'm so excited. What do you say now? I will gladly take a break from my research to make time for you, Rigby. Now that we are dating, I must delicately balance my responsibilities. What an exciting proposition. Okay, we're gonna chat. This is where I live, but I'm not so attached to it that I would never move. Oh, I've said too much. Do not read into my words, Rigby. I will stop talking now. Also, that means that Krampy would be willing to move in, except I like his house better. See, and the thing that cracks me up about that too, both Paladin and Rocket, is that, like, we joke that one of my cats never gets the brain cell, and, like, he's hunting for it, and when he doesn't have it, all he has in his brain is, or all he has in his head is rage, or nothing. Like, there's literally, like, he's so derpy and I love him. Alright, cool. Well, we're gonna save that really quick, because I'm gonna be really, really sad. Okay. Alright. Well, from what I understand... So excited. Okay. From what I understand, Rocket needs to get ready to go to work, Paladin needs to get ready for work, and I need to go to bed. So... Well, yeah, Panda has to have... well, no. No, I think you have the brain cell, though. Well, thank you. But, again, I really, really appreciate... Yeah, you have to have the brain cell, because you're, like, operating on full power of overthinking everything before you send the text message you're gonna send. You stole it, just like you stole all the memory space. Alright, well, with that being said, I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you have a great day. Hopefully things are not too chaotic. And I will be back tomorrow night, or night for me, I guess, with Stardew Valley. We're gonna play more of, I think I have Finn. Jeez. But I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I will see you guys there. If not, I will see you guys on my next one whenever y'all are able to hop on. And absolutely, I'm glad y'all are here, and I will hopefully see you guys later. Bye!